But he won't tell you that. Think about it. Why would any landlord, whoever, whether you're a poor landlord or rich landlord, why would you let Zorhan Mamdani come out and say horrible shit about you? Why would you let your tenants not have heat, not have water? Why would you have rats and whatever? Why would you get sued by the city and not do anything? Why? You're just evil and you're sitting away. Who's paying rent in that house? How much money are you making? Who's rushing to rent that place when there's rats and whatever? All the problem. No one's paying rent there. No one's rushing to get there. You probably at least half of those apartments are empty. At least half are empty. Look, at least half are empty. So does this make any sense? No, he just wants to go evil landlord. It's not evil landlord. It's not evil landlord. It's guy can't get anything done because of the system you put him in. So now he gives up and goes, I can't survive. His whole family's going to go bankrupt. If you just end rent control, stop landmarking places, problem solved. Problem solved.
That's why I'm announcing a plan to overhaul the mayor's office to protect tenants.
So what he thinks is we'll punish him more. I'm not joking. What we'll do is we'll spend more money to punish him more. You've already insulted him and taken him to court. What are you going to put him in jail? They used to do that. During the lockdowns, they put landlords in jail. I'm not joking. Check it out. So they put him in jail. Did that help? You know what it did? Smaller landlords got in trouble. Here's why. The people who go to ask for the rent, if it's a smaller landlord, it's the actual landlord. He doesn't have thugs to do that, right? I'm not joking. That's how New York City works. So when he goes there, the tenant calls this office he's talking about and goes, this guy is harassing me. And he gets arrested. I'm not joking. Big landlords, they have real estate management companies. They have thugs. And the thugs they use are former cops. I'm not kidding. That's a real thing. Because only former cops in the city can carry firearms if you're a former cop. So you're a former cop, you carry a firearm, you go politely ask for the rent. They call the cops on you. You know the cops. You told the precinct before you showed up that was going to happen. You don't get arrested. That's New York. That's how that actually happens. And I'm saying this publicly. I'm running for office. So if I'm wrong, someone can say, Larry's wrong. No, that's how it actually works. Yeah, he doesn't mention that though, does he? He doesn't, no, he doesn't.
Bringing code enforcement under one roof and making sure that agencies...
See, if we just bring code enforcement under one roof, if we just have more centralized control, what could go wrong? Where's the ownership piece here again? If you are an actual socialist, and you're going to tell me, Larry, socialism is about owning the means of production. Where's he saying that? Nowhere. Where is he talking about co-op buildings or ownership at all? Nowhere. He's saying, if we just bring it under this centralized control, then government will get it right. This is Soviet era stuff.
Are working together to hold bad landlords accountable. Starting on day one.
You already sued him.
We will expand the city's special enforcement programs.
See, we'll have more special enforcement programs because that'll work. Now, I want to be clear about that. If special enforcement programs worked, why didn't de Blasio do it? He was socialist too. Why didn't he do it? If they work, why didn't Eric Adams do it? Eric Adams, former cop. Should have got tons of cops to go do that, right? Why didn't Bloomberg do it? What happened? Yeah, only he can plan. See, he's the real planner. You guys aren't the real planners. He is. He is. Now you're saying, well, Larry, what's your plan? Let the landlords be landlords so they can sell their properties off without losing everything. Then the bad ones can get sued and will go, I don't want to be sued. I'll sell my property. Or the bad ones, the landlords who are making money won't want to be sued. So they'll fix it. Why will they fix it? Because they're making money. They don't want to lose money. I know, evil money. No, that's why it's failing. If the landlord can make cash by fixing it, he will fix it. Not because he loves his people. He doesn't. But because he'll make money on it. No, I talk about incentives. I talk about carrots. Incentives make people do the right thing. All he talks about is more stick, more stick. If punching people in the face worked, they would have already punched them in the face more. It doesn't work.
Doubling fines for hazardous violations.
See, that'll work. Doubling fines. He said he's already been sued. He racked up how many violations this guy said? Did it fix it? No. So he literally showed us how it doesn't work and then said, we're going to do more of that. Okay, so, Mamdani, we're going to do more of what doesn't work? Yes. We're going to do more of what doesn't work. Oh, okay. Well, at least we're clear on that one. At least we're clear on that one. Okay.
And tripling them for conditions that are immediately dangerous.
See? Triple them. That'll do it. The guy's got rats and beehives. He ain't doing shit. Why? He can't afford it. He's doing nothing. I would bet if you did homework on this on the spot, he said where it is. Someone's doing homework, do homework. I would bet that landlord already said, bank, take my property. I'm losing money. I'm taking a bath here. Take my property. And the bank said, I don't want that shit. I bet this, because it happens always. I bet that when they went to court, the landlord didn't even show up to court. He's accepted whatever. He's like, I'm not going to court. He's going to yell at me. I don't care. He's like, I already got all these fines and fees. We got double fines and fees. The landlord's like, make it $1 billion. Make it $1 gazillion. And you might go, well, then he'll have to pay. He won't, because the landlord doesn't own this building. Be very clear. The landlord doesn't own this building. His company owns this building. His company can just go bankrupt, right? And his company probably is going to go bankrupt. They probably asked him to not go bankrupt. I'm not joking. They probably asked him, please don't go bankrupt, because then the bank will have to take it, and the bank doesn't want it. So the bank probably told him, please don't go back. I'm not joking. This actually happens. The bank goes, please don't go bankrupt. If you go bankrupt, we have to take the building. He's like, I know. Take my goddamn building. I'm losing money every year. I'm going broke owning this building. Please just take the goddamn building. It's yours. Just take it. It's $0. Take it. I'm not paying your mortgage. I'm not paying these fines and fees. I'm not paying shit. Take the building. I'm taking a bath every year. Shouldn't they just take the building? I'm sure he ain't paying his taxes. I'm sure that building hasn't paid its property taxes. I'm sure it hasn't. Why says all these fines and fees? He didn't pay property taxes. Have the city take it. The city doesn't want it. For those of you who don't know how ending rent control lowers rents, this is Exhibit A. I can guarantee you, if that building has 6 units in it, or whatever, has 8 units in it, maybe half are being rented, because who wants to live in that building? So what's going on? Well, if you ended rent control, then someone might buy that building. He'd be like, take it. They buy the building. And this is what the city would do. The city would have to accept the buying, and that, right? Through they have to accept the deal. And they would. What would happen is, this is how it actually would work. I go, I'll buy the building because they ended rent control. Oh, okay, great. The city goes, well, this guy owes whatever, $1 million. I'm not giving you $1 million. Well, he owes $1 million. I don't give a shit. Then I won't buy the building then. Well, no. Can you give us like $500,000? I'll give you $250,000. Done. That's how it actually works. Then the bank will go, that guy's behind on his mortgage. Yeah, I'm not paying your mortgage. Well, no, you got to. I'm not paying your mortgage. If you do this, I'm not going to buy the building. Okay, what's he own the building? He owes $1 million a building. I'll give you $250,000. Done. That's what actually happens. Then he knocks the building down, builds it up, and boom, you've got 12, 13, 14, 15 units where there were maybe 3. Well, everything changes. That's how that actually works. That's reality. That's how it actually works. But he won't tell you that. I don't know if he even knows. I don't know. Either he won't take it because it doesn't fit his narrative, or he actually doesn't know. One or the other. He may not know. I'm not saying he's purposely being deceptive. He actually may not know. Mike says, notice that Mamdani and left plan is making the law, more fees, more power of government. Yes. That's literally his plan. Correct. You should work for him, Mike. You got the plan. You understand his plans perfectly. That's it. Yes. If any of those 3 actually worked in the first place, they wouldn't need to have extra. Makes no sense. Correct. True. That's my exact point. Did no one else think, what if we go collect the money? What? Collect the money? No one thought of that. Yeah. But he's acting like it's brand new, like no one thought of that before.